So one of the great things about applying automation in this manner is that you can actually apply it to multiple markets at the same time, because Guardian cycles the markets, checks the conditions, runs the rules, and then moves on to the next market. So all of this can happen in the background, and that means that you can add different sports with different rules in them. So you can see here we've got racing, but I've also searched for England and then pulled that match into Guardian. So Guardian will cycle around this. You can see we've got the refresh interval set at 1 second. And what we can do now is create a rule for this particular match. So if I go into here, create rule for selected market, I'm going to create a rule based around laying the draw. So if I do this first part of the rule as lay the draw, bet type, let's just pull that up so it's on the screen properly. Bet type place lay bet. We're going to place the lay bet 10 minutes before the start of the race of the match, and it will end at 0 one time, and then we're going to say we want to do that by name, and it's going to be the draw. So we're going to say lay at 10 minutes the draw, and that's the first part of the rule. We're going to place that bet at the best market price, and we're going to use a stake of 100. And because we're placing at the best market price, it's just going to place a lay bet, and that's about it. There's going to be nothing more interesting that takes place on this occasion. Now you can apply conditions to this as well, because you could apply conditions such as saying the market is not in play and so on, but it's up to you how you want to interpret that rule. I'll just delete that condition on here, because basically what we're saying is here is lay the draw at 10 minutes out once with a stake of £100 at the best market price. So that's the first element of that particular rule. So you can see here that goes in the first line, and we now need to create the exit parameter for this. So what we're going to do on this occasion is green up at half time. It's going to be the second thing that we do. So we're going to say green all selections. We're going to do that at 55 minutes. Oops, at 55 minutes, because 55 minutes will be 10 minutes after half time. Get this right, Peter. And we need to do that relative to the in-play time. And then we're going to say until 56 minutes, but we're only going to do this once. So we're going to say when it reaches 55 minutes, obviously the first half is 45 minutes, then 10 minutes after the first half is supposed to have ended, just green up at whatever price is available then. So there are no parameters that can be applied to a green up, but we could apply conditions. So you could actually say, if you wanted to, in play condition, the market is in play. We could also, if you really wanted to, you could start applying something a bit clever here. So you could say, if the green value is greater than 0, then green up. Or you could say, you know, if it's less than 0, then you've obviously made a loss at this point in the match, and therefore green up, but it will red up in that case, and so on. So you can see here that in fact you could apply a condition to whether it decides to green up or not, and this is brilliant because you can apply this rule to all the football matches that you're looking at to try some generic strategy, but you could also have racing going and many other things all running in the background. So if I apply that now, you can see here it will lay the draw at 10 minutes start time, and then it will green up at 55, subject to us being in profit, or if you don't want to do that, then you can just delete that and so on, and it will green or red up depending upon what your position is there. So if I save this now, then what I will do is call this by a particular name. So we will call this one lay the draw strategy. And then what I can do is apply that on here. So we've got racing going off. I don't know if we made money on that last market. No, it didn't do anything. Or we broke even rather. But because you can see it placed 20 bets, but they just broke even. And you've got all this racing going on and automated stuff happening there. But when this football match starts, then the lay the draw rule will come into play. And from the drop down menu you can see I can edit one or the other or add additional rules, and the number of rules you can apply is pretty much unlimited, as in the depth and complexity of each individual rule as well, and how many times it performs individual functions within it. But with Guardian and the automation rules you can load up multiple markets and do multiple things all at the same time, and that's obviously a huge bonus, and will increase the range of things that you can do on a variety of sports at the same time.